Good afternoon. Welcome, and I'd like to say thank you to Mayor Robertson for being with us today, and also Councillor Tim Stevenson. And ladies and gentlemen of the press, welcome, and thank you for joining us. AIDS Vancouver, I'm the Executive Director of AIDS Vancouver, Brian Chittock. And AIDS Vancouver plays a very vital role in providing quality health care to people affected by HIV and AIDS and living in the Lower Mainland. It's clearly more than just a community health organization. It's an organization whose presence and continued strength is essential to the quality of life of this community and of each individual and family who draw on its services. AIDS Vancouver opened its doors in 1983 as the first AIDS service organization in Canada in response to the growing need for community health organizations to support individuals vulnerable to the epidemic. In 2010, AIDS Vancouver continues to respond to the ongoing, changing, and challenging healthcare environment of HIV/AIDS, and is fully dedicated to the growth and response to meet the needs of the community we serve. AIDS Vancouver strives to keep our programming innovative and relevant, so today we are here to help us do just that with the launch of our Red Ribbon campaign during the month of November. AIDS Vancouver chose the red ribbon, which has traditionally been the symbol of HIV/AIDS and represents solidarity and hope, and we all have around ending HIV. We are very pleased today to have Mayor Gregor Robertson help us launch this exciting campaign. A campaign that will consist of a variety of weekly communications, media activities, and events, coupled with a community fundraising campaign, promoting and selling red ribbons around Vancouver, and a red ribbon appeal. The month will end with a red ribbon gala being held at the Museum of Vancouver on November 30th, with Fred Lee as our MC. And so it's with great pleasure I welcome Mayor Gregor Robertson to unveil the proclamation that he's made for us.
Thank you, Brian. Hold on, let me say a few words just briefly before we unveil the proclamation. Thank you all, and good afternoon. Welcome to our special guest here, Brian and Daniel, in particular from AIDS Vancouver. On behalf of City Council, I'm very pleased to be joining the AIDS Vancouver team to launch the Red Ribbon campaign in 2010. It is a very disturbing fact of life today that still in this world millions of people are suffering from HIV/AIDS. It's a serious problem for communities around the world and across Canada. We have to be concerned with it, taking care of this at home first and foremost though. About 50% of the diagnoses which occur in BC actually occur here in the Vancouver Coastal Health region, and obviously driven by factors like poverty, homelessness, drug addiction. These are drivers, but there are a lot of misconceptions about HIV and AIDS which continue to pose real challenges. And the Red Ribbon campaign that we are launching today really focuses on addressing the stigma and the discrimination which threaten our efforts to stop the spread of this illness through education and awareness. I don't think we can underestimate the need for more awareness, more understanding to deal with the continuing threat of HIV/AIDS in the city of Vancouver. And that is why it's important to be declaring this Red Ribbon Month and encouraging all citizens to show their support for AIDS Vancouver and the tireless efforts that they go to. Staff and volunteers displaying the red ribbon is a way of supporting these efforts, and also not only supporting the work to eliminate the illness, but the work to support all of those people in Vancouver who are living with HIV/AIDS, who are having trouble accessing services, looking after themselves. Many life challenges come with living with this disease, and AIDS Vancouver does great work in supporting these people. So it's a combination of going after the disease, eliminating the disease, and looking after all the people here in this city who have to suffer with it. So a show of solidarity with the Red Ribbon is a big piece of work that we can do to take a strong and unified approach to dealing with HIV/AIDS in Vancouver. And I will unveil the proclamation and read this as well. You ready? We're going down. Up. Okay. All right. I'll just read what it says here. Red Ribbon Month. Whereas December 1st is World AIDS Day, and whereas there are over 6,100 people living with HIV in Vancouver, And whereas HIV/AIDS is a silent epidemic, as those affected are silenced by stigma and discrimination, and we are all working to end this silence. And whereas the City of Vancouver is a leader in taking proactive steps to raise awareness and break the stereotypes and stigma around HIV/AIDS, and whereas public awareness, education, and engagement are key tools in preventing HIV/AIDS, and whereas November 2010 is Red Ribbon Month, celebrating the support and awareness of the issues around HIV/AIDS by promoting the traditional symbol of solidarity for all people and communities affected by HIV/AIDS. Now therefore, I, Gregor Robertson, the Mayor of the City of Vancouver, who hereby proclaim the month of November 2010 as Red Ribbon Month in the City of Vancouver. Thank you. Good. Congratulations.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Yes, well, we'd like to present you with the red ribbon. Thank you for all your support.
All right. Thank you. Do you want us to come out here? Framed red ribbon. Very good.